Con ustedes, Anna Lyalina, Worldwide Spokerperson de Inspur.
Hello guys, welcome to the IT Solutions Days 2020. My name is Anna, I represent the Inspur, and today I want to talk about the Inspur AI introductions. And in the beginning, I would like to tell about our companies because it's quite new names in the Mexican market. So then we will go to the AI development tendency, the Inspur products, and of course we will share some of the cases with the cases we already done during this time, okay? So let's see the video first about our companies, and I hope you will understand what we are doing and who we are in the market. Let's see the video.
The ways in which we wonder about the world determines the answers we derive. From information to intelligence, Inspur's solution for the future is always computing. Yes, computing. In the intelligent era, computing is productivity. As the world's leading provider of IT infrastructure products and solutions for cloud data centers, Inspur fully embraces intelligent computing. With cloud computing as foundation, big data as method, and deep learning as optimization. Focusing on artificial intelligence, with continuous technology and product development in the forms of servers, AI computing systems, storage, and cloud platforms, to create a leading cloud computing infrastructure for customers. Armed with insight into the driving forces behind change, Inspur explores the new frontiers of computing power with leading allies. Inspur embraces open innovation by participating in development of industry initiatives and specifications, and contributing to standards and patterns through deep collaboration and mutual growth. Through Inspur's agile and innovative JDM model, we constructed an intelligent factory to bring the industry from an era of hyperscale standardization into the future of hyperscale customization. With our partners at our side, Inspur is accelerating the process of industrial AI, laying the AI bedrock for enterprise, transforming vision into reality. The current of intelligent computing reaches every corner of the world. The answer lies within. Inspur creates possibility and competitiveness for you in the intelligent era. Intelligent computing is the answer to the future.
I really enjoy this video a lot. I hope so you understand who you are, but in the same times, I would like to give some more details what we are doing in the AI. In the AI, we are leaders. We are leaders in the China markets. We are cooperate with the top companies. The first one is a BAT. What is meaning is Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent, and I guess Alibaba is quite familiar with you as well. And this is the leaders who is increasing, who is researching AI, and we are the #1 suppliers for them. We are suppliers the GPU services, we are suppliers our solutions in the AI. We are together doing researches in the different part of the industries. Meanwhile, we have so many other companies who is running AI applications, who make it our lives easy, fast, and more comfortable. I will give you some numbers. You can see that means for #1, it's like big gap between us and the second companies. So we are #1 who is purchasing the GPUs from the NVIDIA. We are close cooperate with the NVIDIA. We're also developing the GPU solutions, we very often invite in video for our conference, for our different the meetings, to share the experience sorry, with the experience with the companies, what we done. So in the graphic, in the pie graphic, we see like how many services we are deploy in the market, in the China market. Let's move. Here, what's our positions in the global market? In the global market, we are number 3 for now, based on the service shipment, based on the service revenue. It's all service together, most of the rack services, but racks for with the GPUs. The 2 sockets, most of all our solution is x86 and based on the Intels. But something new I will tell you a little bit later what kind of the new solutions we also brought this year to the market. Let's go. So what we are doing, we're not just manufacturing our GPU services or we're offering our solutions, but we are building the cooperations in AI industries. Every year we are doing a computer conference when we share the achievement, where we inviting the people from the different companies to share their knowledge in AI, to share their achievement. The second one in the right is ICS, the Students Supercomputers Conference. Basically, it was started just from the small group of the Chinese students who was participate this one, but now it's international supercomputing, the conference where the young generations, they're solving the problems, nowadays the problems, and the companies investing in the next generations of our world, right? So also we are doing AI training camp. We are doing AI training camp as well for our employees as well. We inviting the people to participating and like doing training, certifications, the examinations. So every person who participate, after leave this meeting, they already get some knowledges in AI. And last one is a computing developing report. So we're using AI for the different type of the report, for the government's one, for the big companies, how it's processing for the cities, how the top AI scenarios they're applying in the industries, and what kind of the insight we can get from it. So where usually you can apply, where the Inspur, the focusing to developing, it's huge market, and the first one I guess was developing, which like must usable, is image recognitions. I think the girls also like it so much. Like for example, if you're in a bus, like I like this shoe so much, so you took the photos, you apply to this E-Trade, the platform, and they give you a few seconds and you give you already result what kind of like the shoes you can buy. Basically it's going to be the same, you would do it or not to do it. So how much you save the time to go to the shop and looking for the same stuff, right? For the smart home, there are many of my colleagues and friends, they already started building their own smart apartments to put different detections in the house to make it the computers reflecting on the light, on the conditions, the temperature and whatever. So with just only one device with your home, you can control all your home. So instead of this, we have the smart logistics. Logistics became our daily life. We're receiving the daily amounting of the products. We like doing online shoppings. We like sending the documents, and we need to get it fast, right? So to make it secure for the companies, also AI apply in the logistics industry. For the big data analytics, if you open it, the link for it in the same time, you can see how many companies they're looking for the data analytics. But it doesn't mean the person going to be sitting and like to see like every data, like, you know, one by one. They're going to be using the algorithm to running the data to get in the result fast. Which data can be like analysis for the months, right? You can just for the few seconds, for the few minutes, you can get a result. For the autonomous driving, you know, the Google was already doing this research, already have the achievement in this field. Also the Baidu, also the Russians, the Yandex, they're investing the money for the autonomous driving to make it safe on the road, you know, to escape, to avoid some situation when the drunk people sitting on the car. It's going to be make the life secure, but in the same time, it has some challenges which is still on the process of solving. So ride sharing, there are also some applications which you're using. For example, you want to save some money, right, the passenger, so you can see who's on the way, and based on the algorithm these applications provide you, they're also offering some person on the way, so you can share the ride together, make it sometimes secure, or also save some more money for the daily use. For the voice recognition, so many applications also require this one. You need to record your voice because your voice is so much unique, as same as like the fingerprints or your eyes, right? So it's make your application more secure. For example, if you use like the online banking, so you need to secure all your money as well, right? And life science, it's huge amounting the problem which still need to be solving, and the human also not available to solve this is very fast. So the AI helps to doing advanced researching, to doing advanced the deployment of the drugs, for example, to fight against the new diseases. It's helping already AI to develop the robotics, which is going to be helped to do some operations in some part of the body, human body, which like they just human cannot do it, right? So it's bringing a lot of the benefits to our daily life. So what the AI development tendency? Let's see what's influence on this. Based what we see, we are living in the world where there's so much data. It's like daily, it's a mounting of the data should be dissolved, but how it should be dissolved? For every the scenarios, for every like the part of their life, right? The people every day, like daily, they're researching the new algorithm to run the data, but with the more mounting of the data, with the more like the new algorithm is requiring the more powerful computing. So this is the three main things which influence to the growth of the AI industry nowadays. So let's see some data as well. Based on the IDC forecast for the last year, they predicted it's like up to the 2024 AI industry market gonna be like reach almost like $24 billion. Maybe it's going to be even more because how much is developing now, also during these situations, the COVID, like how many people go to the digital work for the digital office, right? So how many increase already it's happening, it's big jump forward. So the trends, let's see some trends. AI innovations, algorithm, data, computing, as we told, its influence on the AI innovations, and this is AI innovations, it's applied for the different scenarios. The trend AI of models. So from the beginning, basically from 2013 was reached, like we can say is the one of the first models in AI. How much there was need for the computing and how much new models they needed for computing. So based on calculations, every 3 months, the requirements became double more for the computing. So how much computer powerful we need to use to run the new models. And the trend, also the trend in AI, it's fast growing. So, for example, last one, it's a Microsoft NLG. It's for the language generations, right? They're using the 17 billion the parameters to analyze how many you can make 17 billions, right? So they're running 256 GPUs to run these applications. Okay. Let's move. So what is core of all of this is the processing. Slow down. So for the chip provider, for the algorithm providers, for the applications providers, for the cloud as a service providers. So for everything, they need to build their applications, their services on something. And on something, this is the core basic, our hardware with the new like high performance. So basically hardware, the companies, the offers, this is the platform to run the business in the better way. So Inspur product. Let's see the video from our smart factory, and we also welcome you to visit us after all situation is going to be like solving, right? The COVID-19, and we welcome to see you in our factory. So let's see the video.
Welcome to the Inspur Suzhou Intelligent Manufacturing Facility. The Inspur Intelligent Manufacturing Facility leverages the world's leading manufacturing and intelligence technologies, connecting production processes with data and driving flexibility and automation. Through planning, production, equipment, and personnel interconnectivity, the facility empowers lean PCBA manufacturing at scale. In the era of cloud computing and artificial intelligence, these capabilities can fulfill the R&D and production demands of a variety of mission-critical server products. The future of smart production. Inspur Intelligent Manufacturing.
So, I hope you understand that we AI applicate not just for the software, but we're also using AI in our life to make it servers, also the better, the faster for you. So let's see what we are offering. The Inspur have the full stack of AI solutions, basically end-to-end solutions, right? And let's from the bottom. So AI computing platform, we have the servers, the different part of the services. I will give some few words about every of them in the next slides. And accelerated card. What is accelerated card? Is an FPGA card. It's the card which basically, how to say, people make also new solutions and they need to optimize some money, right? So GPU, it's not this cheapest solution as well, but FPGA card was like the field programmable gate area. So it's help on this. They have generation the circuit board, which you run the program, which like the companies and the searches, they're working on the program with this is FPGA card. And what the benefits FPGA card can be reprogrammed. So it's very good applicable for the machine learning. And the Inspur was focusing to make it more flexible, to focus to make it low latency and increase performance. And of course, with all of this, we need to optimize the price as well. So about what kind of the toolkits we use, I will tell in a couple minutes. So the next one is the AI resource platform. So for this one, we're using AI Station. It's our Inspur self-developing the program, what they're doing. So it's basically manage all huge clusters of the training servers, of the inference services with the data and with all users. AI Station, we also have the good report in a STH. It's a report in English, so you can find easily to see what the third companies they think about us, also how the testing, and if you want to testing, it's also welcome to provide you the testing platform. So in iStation, basically it's based on the Kubernetes, and it's unite a lot of the tools together. So it's it's more usable friendly for the end of the customers to running, to controlling, to manage the platforms with the GPU services, with the huge mounting of the data, and also the users as well. Also, before to release the deep learning models, first you are testing. So it's before the release, right? You are testing, you are checking, you are managed, and then it's already can be safety released and to running in inference platform. So next step, the TI, sorry. TI is applications and framework for the future analysis, and it's mostly focusing on the HPC, AI HPC clusters. So next one is AI algorithm toolkits platforms. So we have the OT machine learning suite. Basically, it's like make it user-friendly, they're fast using the AutoML, and just with only 4 steps, it can already develop the machine learning, the deep learning, the model. It's the manage the data, it's processing of the modeling, it's engage and deploy. the next one is a TF2. TF2, this is the toolkit who is the manage the FPGA, right? So it's make it speed up FPGA deployment, it speed up FPGA processing, and also speed up the process between the CPUs and the GPUs. Next one is the TensorFlow Optimize. It's based on the TensorFlow. I think it's well known already toolkits, but Inspur, based on their own experience, they make more optimized the framework for the fastest AI training speed on the public cloud. And the cafe is for the parallel computing. It's also quite usable for the HPCs, AI HPCs clusters. Okay, here I think you quite more or less we understand what we are doing. Next, let's move. Here we have the, let's move the video. Here we have the GPUs, what kind of the services we are offering for our customers to running the AI. Let's start from the left one. We have the training part. We have NF52885. It's our basically top leaders because it's not only GPUs, also the general servers. Basically, it's very unique server, super flexible with the also support up to the 4 V100, but it's not limited by this. And this year we released the new motherboard with the balancing mode. So it's with balancing mode, with balancing architecture, it was increased the performance almost in the double. So the next one is RGX2. RGX2, it was in 2017, it was the first 2U8 GPU service in the world. So even it's too early than the other companies from the other world they started using, but based on the Chinese market, it was already like demand this kind of solutions. So this was first services which support not only PCIe GPU, it's also support platform is SXM2. It was the second generation, it was 2017. So next one is NF5468M5. It's our 4U8 vSTO. It's also not limited by the vSTO, but for the training in AI cluster, it's quite welcome to use this kind of the GPU. So it's super flexible. AI cloud services support up to the 8 vSTO in the both. It's also support and PCIes. It also supports SXM2 version. And the result of the also open, you can check in the service the home. It's service the home. We have a lot of the testing of our services, so you're also welcome to check it and to see the result. And if you want to have remote training or whatever, you also can contact with our Inspur interfaces in Mexico and test this kind of services. This service was very well selling in the CSPs companies, in the internet and telecom companies. Next one is a 5488M5. So in this, it's already became new generations. That's not only the offered NVLink solution, is offering NV switch. So it was the first one with the NV switch servers, like the 4U8 GPUs one, as well as also we have a report you can check. And the huge machines, very expensive machines. With NVIDIA, we're also working together. Is a ATU 16V100. So it's 16th GPU in ATU. So it's huge, powerful, expensive machines, which can reach the 2 petaflops tensor computing performance. So welcome to use as well. In inference as well, we have the 5468, but beside of the large GPUs, we have also supported the T4 accelerator, and this is in for you. You can install up to the 20 T4 GPUs, which it's give you like the inference supported, and it's also with plus it's like the GPU is also have extreme the storage in the front panel. You can see support up to the 24 large form factor hard drives. In 5218.5 as well, you can install up to the 84. And basically both of these is the solutions. It's quite usable in the IVA. It's intelligence video analytics, which you also can understand that it's using for the security, for the banking security, for the street security, for the basically all countries of the security. analytics, intelligent video analytics. And the last one is the edge. In edge computer, we're also offering the solutions in the 2U, but it's like even the less than 2U, the standard 2U. It's supporting up to the 2V store or up to the 4T4 GPUs. Okay, it's the clusters what we can offer it for you. And next one is a new solution, it's a new generations. And this is going to be quite interesting here. So the first, like the NVIDIA was just like release the A store, A100, and in the same time, we're also increasing our already platform, which is supported A100 GPUs. So let's start. We have the NF5488 with the 8 GPUs A100. Next one is the NF5488A5. A5, it's mean this is one solutions which are making based on AMD processors. So it's also the companies that CSP companies like supporting the Russian market. We already did testing for the customers, and they put in difference the situations in extreme heating the situation in the services, and they still give you the great result. So welcome to test. The M6 5488, M6 5688, and the 5888 M6. It's going to be next generation. It's going to be very soon released in the end of this year. It's next generation of our services, which also using all NV switches, and they're using the last SXM for the platform. Okay, let's move. The MetaBrain. What is the MetaBrain? Basically, the MetaBrain is an Inspur ecological plan to cooperate with the companies and together to find solutions for the new challenges in the AI industries. So not only one companies want to fight in crisis, this has became open world and became open solutions. So the main idea of the Inspur is investing and attracting the more companies in the AI industries to find the best solutions for the daily challenges. We have the few platforms, is the AI computing platform that where everything is built on, resource platform, or how it's going to be managed, and the algorithm platform, what kind of the algorithm you're going to use to find the best solutions. So we have the algorithm partners and solutions partners. For nowadays, it's around 170, I guess. So it's not stopped. We also welcome to the companies to join us to facing the new challenges in AI. So the cases, I came the last part. I think it was quite fast, right? So I give you some of the cases what we already achieved, and we not stopped by this. We also hope this is the case. It's going to be as examples of what we can bring to other companies, So where we can apply, basically we apply in astronomy. They also trying to develop astronomy, like want to be the leader. So there is helps in this. In petroleum, in financial company, in forecast of the foreign exchange hotspot, but be careful, not also trust that much. It's still people sit behind this. For the blind spot detections, for the autonomous driving, we are cooperate together with the Baidu to develop the solutions. For the medical companies to have this processing to the cancer predictions. The cancer is still the treat which people can define all solutions for this, right? So the AI, and we hopefully the AI can help it to fight against this. For the electric power, for the internet speech recognitions, and also for the security, for the face recognitions. I was living in China, and I'm still living, I'm back now. It's like around 8 years, and I can see how it was changed. For this is 8 years, it was like, it's extremely, it's like different, but I feel very secure there. Because it's a lot of the cameras. They're using the new AI for the face recognitions. And at the same time, people can complain, it's not my private life, but in the same time, you can feel comfortable to be at night in some way, it's nothing can happen. So this is, I think it's also one of the good benefits what AI can bring to you. So let's see the video, how the AI helps the people to adapting with the world and to feel fulfilled lifestyle.
Can I cross the road?
It's green light. Please cross the road now.
Next one, this is the cases which we did together with the companies. Is a China Mobile. They're building the 9scan platform. It's basically the platform with the huge amounting of the data analysis, the voice data analysis. They need also saving in the people, because not so many people can just listening every day, like the thousands of millions of the calls. So they was using this as the platform. In solutions, we bring the solutions with the GPU service. It was 5288 GPU service, M5. Sorry, it's 8 GPUs. Like as I told before, it was only first number one with the 8 GPUs in tiny 2 sockets servers. We're using the voice deep learning the framework to release the NLP, right? With these solutions, what kind of benefits the company got it from this? So it's, sorry, my voice became like very low. So the accuracy, we increased the accuracy more than 19%. So it's almost the 100% became accuracy. And then more accuracy, the company saving more money for this. So in business check, in the healthcare navigations, in the customer services, in audit, in home theater recommendations, right? When you use the Netflix, they give you recommendations based on your previous watch using the ML algorithm. So if you click up, of course, they're also saving. They're also like it's earning the money. So it's bringing up to the more than 42% increases by 42%. In voice print recognitions, block fraud calls. And it's very interesting in China. For basically last years, I didn't go like fraud calls. I'm using the China Mobile. But when I'm stuck in Russia, I got like every day the fraud calls, and it became so irritating. I was like, please, like let's cooperate, let's do something with this. Let's our country is also going to be working on these platforms and develop this kind of the platforms in our country. Okay, the next one is a China Telecom launch intent-based networking. Basically, it's future networking already come nowadays. And this case became popular not only in China, it became like learning the case worldwide. So what's the main idea? They're making positions, everything make it AI. It's network builders, industry driver, applications, services providers, information services providers, all need to be the AI, all need to be with this, the toolkits which going to be helps to the companies to get it the best value, to get it the more customers, to get the more customers friendly, the environment, and of course the easy using. So based on this is like the pilot versions, the testings, the platform was already helped. It's the capacity was conditioned reduced by 12% and efficiency was increased by 20%. In this case, we're offering also our hardware solutions like the GPU services and the China Telecom, as we are cooperate together with R&D centers. They bring in their already ideas based on the GPU, the services. So SF Express, it's a Shunfen Express. It was China companies also use a lot. And for last year, it's like the usable, how much became easy. Before you call or go to the offices, now you use your phone. You need to just scan the address. It's already the address by itself go to the application, so it doesn't need to type the characters as well. It became secure, so that it doesn't need to open the boxes every time, because of the through the secure part, you can see what's inside and can make it in the same chance to avoid the problems of terrorism or like illegally stuff. And the customers can see it all processing on real time. Where is your post? In which positions? Where? Who take it? So you can control it in every stop, and process is became super fast. Really, like for the few days now, it can be just in 1 day. It can already make it deliver. Sugo. Sugo is a input, like the method of the characters. It's basically the programs. Of course, we're not using when you type in Chinese, you're not using the huge keyboards with the characters. You're using the pinyin, basically also the like ABCs. And the Sugo, it's not just only stop by this, but they also want to make life easy, and to people not just check every word if it's right or not. So it's you can just using your voice recognition, like you can say it's going to be typing. And what there was big challenges, because in China it's so many dialects. It's like really huge, basically every province they have. So besides they put foreign languages, they put also Chinese languages, basically Chinese to Chinese translate, right? And this was reached up to the 700 millions per day the voice input, and without any delay, it's analysis and give you the great result. Next one is in mobile industries. So basically for the two companies, for the DMI and OnePlus, we offer it the GPU platform with AI stations. And based on this platform, the companies that building own AI, the solutions. And what this brings is what kind of the value there, right? They got it. They increase the efficiency, and they're utilizing the GPUs up to 95%. And as stations, they help customers to reduce the cost of the all solutions. So this is the benefits a lot for the companies. The banking sectors. We're working a lot with banking sectors, and in banking sectors, they're really focusing on the security, on the risk management. So they was building 4 platforms, and based on the 4 platforms, it was using for the 6 areas. In this case, we're also offering our GPUs solutions with the AI stations. This one is very interesting case because it's very unique case with the P9 companies. P9 companies is a insurance and also financial companies, are huge companies, honestly. And we built together the joint lab. So together, our R&D centers, the P9 centers, it's developing what the customers they're offering. They're developing the platform IaaS, PaaS, SaaS to building the cloud, AI cloud, and based on this AI cloud, they're building different platforms to offering in different scenarios. So it's a huge product. It's still on a processing and going to be on processing because it's every day you're solving the new problems. Okay, finished. I guess I talked that much today, but I hope you get familiar with our company. I hope you're interested to check in, to see our solutions, not only I, also in different part of the industry. So welcome, and thank you so much.
Agradecemos a Anna Lyalina por su participación en el IT Solutions Day.